Good morning everyone and welcome to a new episode of Spill. I want to share today with you something that I think is extremely important in the kitchen. I love having good knives in a kitchen. I hate having a blunt blade to a point where I don't like sharpening it. So when a knife goes blunt, oftentimes my first instinct is to throw it out. So I thought, okay, well, that's not that great. So what else can I do? I can prolong the life of a blade. So how do you do that? By having really good cutting boards. So I'll show you my favorite one and how to maintain it. The brand is called Epicurean, and they're made out of a combination of wood chips and resin. It's their own proprietary thing. This is as much as I know. However, what it does is it creates, they create this board that is somewhat soft, so it resembles the wood board as opposed to a stone board, in the sense that when you cut with a knife through it, it leaves all kinds of marks. But what I like about it is that it's black. So you don't have a wood look. They're also very thin and very light. Because they're so thin, you can actually store them quite nicely, so you can fit a lot of them if you have one of those slotted cabinets. But what you need to do is you need to do a bit of maintenance on it, because the blade cuts through, you wash it. I wash it by hand. You don't put it in the dishwasher, because given the fact that it's a wood-based product, it does warp. And you can see that even if you leave it on the counter. But the fun thing about it is that it warps back. So even if you see it bowing, if you just put it the other way and you treat it with oil the way I'm going to show you in a second, or even if you wash it and wipe it dry, it still bounces back to its own original flatness. So I love it, absolutely love it. So I do this about, I think, once a month. And the best way to do it is you get any kind of olive oil. This one is Bertolli Light Taste. You can find it everywhere. And I grab a little bit of a paper towel and I pour the oil right on the board like that. And then what we do is we rub it in so that it goes in all those crevices that the cutting knife left. And what that does, it takes that dull, washed off gray tone out of it, giving it again the black look. And it does have some patina, so it's not going to look like new because it does have the cuts. But I find that once you rub the oil in it, it has a very nice texture. It has that rich black look that I liked from the beginning, so it maintains that. So once you do a side, you can flip it and put it on another piece of paper towel, or you can do that from the very beginning. And usually I don't pour another, well, okay, maybe you do need to pour a little bit more to do the back, and you leave it for a couple of days, or sorry, not a couple of days, 24 hours, so a day and a bit. And what I do, I also flip it. So what this does is, if you store it this way with the paper on top of the paper towel, the face that is down gets imbued with the oil, but the excess goes onto the paper towel. So after a number of hours, if you flip it, then the same thing happens with that face, and then eventually it's just all done. And then if there is any excess after a day, then you can just easily wipe it out, and there you have it.